centuries, people across our region have chosen the sea as their final resting place. And still, every year, the ashes of hundreds of people are committed to the Solent in tribute to their service to the country. Richard Jones has been to join some relatives as they say a final farewell.
Up until the Second World War, many sailors who died aboard their ships were buried over the side. That practice fell out of fashion, but some seafarers still yearn to end up back on the seas where they spent much of their lives. So once a week, most weeks of the year, a fleet tender leaves Portsmouth Naval Base to scatter ashes in the Solent. Among those aboard today are Dorothy, Andy and Alan, the widow and sons of Archie Watt from Rochester in Kent. He served aboard submarines for 22 years. His last wish was to return to the sea.
Coming back to Portsmouth, I think, is a closing of the circle for my mum especially, because 58 years ago they met at the dockyard, when they were both in their teens, married, and were married for 56 years, and Portsmouth was, and the Navy itself was sort of a strand that ran right the way through their lives.
You join as a boy, but you leave a man, you leave changed, and with the Royal Navy, it's part of your life. You become sort of salty somehow. It changes you, and so it's one of the things that we can do as part of the family of the Naval Service, is to show our respect for people who served our country in the past.
The Navy organises these ceremonies for former sailors and their immediate families. Relatives of Madge Jones from Weyhill in Hampshire are here to reunite her with her husband David, whose ashes were committed to the Solent 20 years ago.
She said she wanted to be with Dad, with her husband. So there, first off, she said she just wanted the ashes sprinkled at sea, and I said, well, no, we'll do it properly. And I shall be out there as well, in the end.
Every year, the Navy commits the ashes of several hundred people to the same spot in the Solent. It's the fleet's final tribute to those who served at sea. Richard Jones, ITV News.
Now it's